and welcome to KennaDee Kay. Today, guys, I'm so excited. I am 36 weeks. I'll give you a little bump update. I'm in my sweats because that's all that really fits. But here's baby. He's so big. And I'm feeling good. I have been feeling a little bit out of breath, but other than that, like, things have been going really good. I couldn't be happier. I haven't. A lot of people have asked me if I have already started having contractions or Braxton Hicks or kind of what's been going on with that. And I've had a little bit, but nothing like too crazy yet. I just went to my doctor today for my 36-week appointment and everything's looking good. So because I had my 36-week appointment, I decided today I'm going to be telling you guys what my birth plan is. I'm so excited because the doctor was kind of explaining some things to me. I've also, in my birth class, we learned a little bit more about our birth plan, and I've had a lot of people, friends, family, talk to me about what they really liked and what they didn't like. And so I kind of have a set of what my birth plan is, but also I have a lot of you guys here that are great moms and have experienced a lot of these things as well. So if you guys have any tips for birth plan things, please let me know down in the comments as well. I'm just gonna go through this video and kind of talk to you guys what my plans are, and obviously if anything goes wrong, or just what I'm hoping for, and if things change, what I would want. So let's get going and doing our birth plan. Also, Chase and I have already really discussed a lot of this in depth. Don't worry, I've already talked to Chase about things, and if anything changes in my mind, I'll definitely talk to him. I feel like one of the biggest things that a lot of people have told me when it comes to birth plan is making sure your partner knows all the information so that they can best advocate for you when you're either in labor or if you're not there, and they just have a good understanding of what you want. And so Chase and I, again, have had lots of conversations about this, and he knows a lot about what I want, and we could still have like a month, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, before baby comes. So we have time to change it if we need, and also just to talk and figure out things if we want. So let's get going and talking about birth plans. For those of you who may not know what a birth plan is, it's basically a plan of what you're wanting during your laboring and your birthing process of having your baby. I actually did not know what this was until I was pregnant, and I think my friend was like, oh, what's your birth plan? I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And then I like started talking to people. I talked to my mom, and she was like, oh yeah. And I was like, I didn't even know. That's so cool. And I like that I'm such a planner that I like the hospital asks me what my birth plan is and what I want, because this is like an amazing time, and I'm really, really excited, and I want to make sure I have the best birth and laboring experiences possible. Before we get going and talking about my birth plan, I also want to thank Dreamland Baby for sponsoring this video. So Dreamland Baby is a sleep sack company that has weighted sleep sacks. So here is one that I got for baby Ace. It's green. They have the cutest options for colors. They also have really cute options for boys, girls. It's tons of variety. They also have different sizes. This one is a little bigger. This one is for 6 to 12 months, for a little bit later in life. And then I also have this blue one that I got. I'm so excited. And this one has little longer arms too, just in case it's a little colder. And this is a 6 to 9 month right here. So what sleep sacks are they're basically blankets that you can zip your baby in, and so you're not worried about it getting onto their faces. And what I love about Dreamland Baby is their weighted sleep sacks are meant to feel like your baby is being hugged. Kind of like in the womb when it's like all tight and like warm. They kind of have that exact same feeling where it's a little bit warmer and they feel like they're just getting a little hug. It kind of resembles just that feeling of being comforted. And this, I don't know why this is how it is, but when we're getting hugged, we feel safe, we feel calm, and this can help our baby feel safe and calm and nice and cozy in his little weighted baby sleep sack. What's also super nice is it's super family friendly. I just said super like a ton of times, but it's because it's super. It has different ways to zip, so I could zip from the top, or I can zip down from the bottom if I'm just gonna change his diaper really quick in the middle of the night. Like this, let me show you. Look at this, boop. And you can just change diaper really quick, or you can do it from the top if you need to. So there's great options with that. It's really soft, which is nice as well, and baby will just love to cozy on up. And again, it feels like it's just, they're having that little hug, which is great. But it's also not too heavy where the baby feels like, oh my gosh. So I really like this. I'm super excited to use it. And like I said previously, they have tons of different options. They have different sizes. They have different ones, like I showed, that are longer sleeve, shorter sleeve. They also have different necklines. It's really family friendly, and you can look at their options and be like, oh my gosh, my baby would love this, or I feel like my baby would like this better. It's great. And not only does it make it so that your baby feels more comfortable, but it helps your baby to sleep better, and it just, that's all we want as a new mom, is just be able to sleep, especially when my husband is going to go to med school, and there's a lot of times where he really needs to rest. I just need all the help I can get. So I'm really grateful for Dreamland Baby and their little sleep sacks, and I'm really excited to use them. So if you guys are interested, click the link down below, and here's the link also right here, and use my code KennaDee to get 20% off site-wide and also get free shipping, which we love. So if you, again, interested, check them out. Dreamland Baby is the best, and thank you guys so much for sponsoring this video. Now let's get to my birth plan of kind of everything that I'm wanting to do. So first things first, let's talk about if I'm going to have a natural birth or a medicated birth, and if I'm doing it at the hospital, and if I'm not. So I've decided to have a hospital birth. One of the reasons why is I have a lot of hemorrhaging in my family, and so I just want to make sure that I am at the hospital just in case anything happens. And I decided that I'm going to do a medicated birth. And I think natural is so beautiful, and I definitely want to try it at some point in my life, but I want to make sure, just the way I've been feeling lately, is I want to have this experience first, and then maybe in my second or third or whatever I feel ready, I want to try it on a medicated birth, because I think that's so amazing, and I want to work with my body. But I feel like a medicated birth, you do the exact same thing. You work with your body, you're doing all these things, but you're just getting a little bit of help. I feel like that's kind of what I would like to do right now. But again, I definitely want to try it later on in my life. So I'm doing a medicated birth, which means I'm going to get an epidural, and I'm going to be in a hospital. So also, Chase and I have decided that we're not going to get induced if possible. We're gonna try to go into labor naturally. Again, there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting induced, and I don't think there's anything wrong with not getting induced. I just think that's something kind of I want to do. So I am planning to go into labor naturally. Obviously, there's things that can change, so who knows exactly, but that's kind of what my plan is for right now. And then I want to go into the hospital once hopefully like my water breaks or I'm starting to have contractions. Once I get to the hospital, I'm really hoping that I can have a vaginal birth over a C-section. Again, if things change or if anything happens, especially if my baby is in danger or if my life's in danger, then we'll do a C-section, but I would like to try to have a vaginal birth. Also, along with that, Chase and I have talked about kind of what I want my room to be like. So I've heard a lot of good things about you can have your own music, and I want the lights down low. I've had a lot of people talk to me about that. Here, let's kind of go through some things that I want in my birth room. So I want to have a birthing ball in the room, just so if like, I've heard that when you're having contractions and you're in different positions, it helps so that it doesn't, it kind of distracts you. And so I want to have a birthing ball available, and also a warm shower or a bath available, just to be able to work with my body and help my body, because I feel like those two things really calm me a lot. When I'm on a birthing ball, I can do different positions and breathing, and showers are just, or a bath are also just so relieving and calming, and so I want those available. Other things in my room that I would really like. I want the lights dimmed. I love natural light, but I feel like during this time of laboring, I would want the lights to be dimmed. I want people to be whispering, not talking very loudly. I want some of the music of my choice that's really calming. I want Chase to be in the room to help support me. I'm so excited to have this experience with Chase. A lot of people have told us like this is one of like the most special experiences that they've ever had with their partner when they're giving birth and laboring. And so Chase and I are really, really excited about that and to share that special moment together. So that is one thing I'm really, really pumped for, is just, even though laboring can be nerve-wracking, I'm really excited for it because I feel like it's gonna be a really bonding and great experience for Chase and I. Other things that I am wanting, I do want an epidural. At my birth class, we saw like the needle and all the things of how that works. And I surprisingly wasn't like super scared. Like the needle's big, but in my head I thought it was like this big, but it is not that big. So that was calming to know that it wasn't that big. So another thing that I am looking forward to so much, and during our birthing class, I actually almost started crying when we had talked about it and when we watched like a little video. I am so excited. I want my baby, so right after I have the baby, I want the baby to immediately come onto my chest and do skin to skin. And what skin to skin is basically it helps calm your baby down, and they can smell you, and you just get to hold your baby, and you just put them right here on your chest. Guys, like I might even start crying again right now because I'm so excited for that moment. And so I'm just excited to be able to hold Chase's hand, have my little baby on my chest, and see my sweet little baby boy for the first time. And so I'm really, like literally I'm like crying. I don't know. Oh, I'm just so excited for that moment. So if possible, if there's something wrong, obviously, then that probably won't be able to happen. But if the baby's healthy and everything, I really would like to have doing chest to chest immediately after the baby is born. And so along with that, I want to do delayed cord clamping. I just heard a lot of great things about that. And I also would like to have Chase catch the baby if possible, if things go to plan, and I want Chase to cut the cord once it's done pulsing. So I think that would be really cool and a good experience for him and just for all of us. I'm really excited for that time. Like again, I could start tearing up every time I think about it because I'm just so excited. Alright guys, sorry, I don't know what happened, but somehow my footage went off, and so this is like a new day. But I want to finish what I have on my birth plan with you guys and ask a few questions as well. So I just previously talked about Chase and kind of how I wanted him to cut the cord, and kind of that was our plan of like the birth part. Some things that I do have questions about after the birth is, first, I do want to try to breastfeed, and they did recommend to me to go exclusively breastfeeding for a month just so that he can get used to breastfeeding. So if you guys have any tips with breastfeeding, please let me know, and let me know if that worked for you guys, if we're exclusively breastfeeding for that month, or if you felt like it was really hard and you couldn't rest, let me know. I've had a lot of different opinions on if to let my baby go to the nursery or to keep our baby in the room. And so yes, if you guys have any experience with that, please let me know, and I would love to know more of your thoughts, because those are some things that I don't really have experience with, and then almost everything I don't have experience with. So if you guys have advice on things, please share down below in the comments, because I would love to learn more and just make sure I have the best experience possible. Anyway, if there's anything else I'm forgetting, please let me know as well. I love you guys, and thank you guys so much for all of your help and your advice, and I really appreciate it. And I am so excited to give birth to this sweet little baby boy. I'll see you guys in a bit. Love you. Bye.